Today I'm going to review 5 new Canva apps and I'm going to rate them from the ones I prefer all the way to the ones that didn't quite hit the mark. Let's go. Hey, what's up everyone? Ronnie here, your go-to Canva guru. This is episode 6 of Hot New Canva Apps. Let's start with the first app. The first app we are going to review today is called Equations, created by Canva. It is still in its beta mode. This is actually a very clever app by Canva, who realized that a lot of people who were using Canva were missing this ability to easily create math equations, math formulas. I'm talking about teachers creating worksheets, assignments, lectures on Canva. They had to go through like tricks and hacks to write these formulas. It was very complicated with different text boxes. And I'm also talking about students who maybe were using Canva to like put their math lectures into very like clean, tidy up kind of documents and maybe review for their exams or stuff like that. So it was very complicated to create math formulas, and this app is coming to bridge that gap. So let me first show you where to get it. As always, we'll need to use the apps button right here in the object panel. You can also find it from the homepage, apps, and then search from there. But since I am going to be using it in the Canva editor, I'm going to start the search from here. So I'm just going to start typing equations. There you go. And this is the app. The app logo looks like a square root of x. So I'm going to click on it. And this is what I will see. Okay, so when you start using the app, you will have the choice between two different kinds of interfaces. The first one is the basic one by default. This tab says basic. Then you have your advanced tab with much more, I would say, math functionalities. And I'm not a math person. I prefer to let you know. I might say some stupid stuff in the next minute or so. So bear with me, all right? I used to be good at math, but not anymore. All right, so I believe I'm gonna be using the basic tab. I'm more like a basic mathematician. But just be aware that if you need some more robust features, more robust math, I would say signs or characters, you can find them under the advanced. So basic, how does it work? Well, let's say you want to do something basic like 3 plus 5 and then equals. Okay, so you write down your math formula and then you can simply insert it to your sheet like that, to your Canva design area, your page. All right, so 3 plus 5 equals, and then your students will have a bunch of different equations to solve on their worksheet. Okay, so that's the very basic level. Just one thing you need to know, if you want to add a second line, don't just simply type another formula and then update element, because then it will be updating this one right here. So for example, if you now want to create a 3 plus 7 equation, then it will update this one right here. So if you want a second line, you kind of need to duplicate this element right here. So you duplicate it, and with it selected, then now you can do something else. For example, we can do a multiplying equation. So 7, you can use your keyboard or you can use the little signs right here. So I'm going to use my keyboard. 7 times 3 equals, and then I'm going to click on update element, and it's going to update this element right here. And similarly, I can continue to duplicate my lines right here. Let's create something a little bit more robust here. Let's do a fraction. Okay, so you click on this one right here. Start with the top one. Let's say 9. And then underneath, let's do something easy by 3 equals. Need to hit my space bar, equal right here. And now I can update this element. It's going to create my fraction right here. So like so, you can really go and create everything. Let's create something much more robust. Let's do 2x square root, or even not root. We can do like square 3. Not even sure how you pronounce that, of this space equals. Okay, so I have no idea like what is the answer to this. Don't ask me. But yeah, you can create it, and you can also create it in a different color, for example. So if you select it, you see here there's another option in your interface to create different colors, and Canva will bring up the color button. You can pretty much choose any color you like. Let's put this one kind of pinkish. It would be nice to access your branded elements, so your brand colors. But yeah, this is kind of neat. You can also also start putting equations with parentheses. So for example, 2 plus 6 minus 7. Okay, and this is times, and then another parenthesis, 9 divided by 2. Okay, and then equal, and then you insert that equation as well. So you can do all sorts of calculus, of math formulas right here. I really like that. I think this is a neat addition to what we already had on Canva. So I'm giving this equation app a 4-star out of 5. Why only 4? Well, a couple of things. First of all, it doesn't work with Canva Docs. Okay, I tried. You have access to some apps in the Canva Docs, but not this one right here. And I believe if you are a student and you want to create nice notes for your math lectures, you'll probably use a Canva doc. That's kind of the purpose of the docs, to take notes. And if the app doesn't work in the main document people are going to be using to write down their lectures, I think there is a slight problem there. And also, I would have given this app a 5 out of 5 if it actually solved the equations. I mean, you could probably use AI, though AI is not very super math savvy as far as I understood, but it would be great to actually have an option for the app to solve your equations. So this is a 4 out of 5 for me. I really think this is a must-have if you are a math teacher or if you are using Canva to kind of tidy up your math lectures. The second app we are going to review today is actually our app. It's called RonDi Tutorial. This is the first app Diana and I actually created and launched on Canva. So we are very excited to introduce that app to you. You might have heard about it. You might have seen the other video I have created, which is entirely dedicated to this app. So this video goes further, deeper. Here, I'm just going to show you the basic functionality of the app, what it does, so you can start using it and also telling us what you think about it. All right, so RonDi Tutorials, you can search for it in the apps. Just type in RonDi. You should find this bad boy right here. It's called RonDi Tutorials. The logo looks like a little play button with a search magnifier. All right, so when you click on it, what you see is basically our 5 latest tutorials that we have uploaded on our YouTube channel, but they appear right here on the left side of your Canva editor. All right, so let me use a blank page. What happens when you click on any of these videos is that you will bring them to the editor, like so. And now you can watch this video directly from the editor. You see it says double click to interact. So if I double click on this video, I can start playing it.
Simple tutorial in which you learn how to circle crop a photo like this.
You see? So the main benefit of having our tutorials straight into the Canva editor is that you can play them and learn from them, and at the same time kind of like follow the steps we are teaching in the tutorial. So what I mean by that is that you can play the video like so. Let me just get rid of the volume, and you can just use your Canva editor and access all the functionalities and do all the things you do in Canva. You can add text, you can do whatever you like. So having the tutorial playing right here and kind of like practicing at the same time is a major, I would say, benefit of using this app. So this is what it does. Now let me show you how to use it. If I come back to RonDi Tutorial right here, I'm going to delete this video right here. You can start with a question. For example, if you want to know a little bit more about the Canva text to video or text to image generation, I could type text to video. So you can start with a question, a keyword, or just a simple word. So here I'm just going to type text to video, and the RonDi Tutorial app is going to search the database and render a few results here. So the first one should be the most relevant result. Okay, so text to video, you're going to try Canva's new text to video, the AI feature. So I can bring the tutorial here and I can start watching it by double clicking. Okay, so it's playing. I'm going to put this a little bit bigger. I reduce the volume so that it doesn't interact with my voice right here, but obviously you have the volume here. So what I'm going to do is to skip to this part right here where Diana is going to show me where I can find this text to video tool in Canva. So she shows how to find it from the homepage right here under apps. But what I'm interested in is what is she going to type in that search box for me to find this specific app. Okay, so I can put this bigger. Okay, so it's called Magic Media. All right, so I got the information. I just go to my apps and I can type Magic Media right here. It's there. And I find it, and there you go. Now I am in the Magic Media app, just like Diana showed me. And I can continue watching this tutorial to learn more about this specific feature and practice at the same time. So often when you watch a tutorial and have to come back later and do it in Canva, maybe you forget where things are. Well, with the RonDi Tutorial app, you will always know where things are because you can find them immediately. So that is what our app does. I am not going to leave our app a review. I would like you guys to leave us a review. So let us know in the comments how many stars out of 5 would you rate this app. But also, and most importantly, let us know how you would improve this app. Like what other feature functionality you would love to see in the RonDi Tutorial app. All right, I'm gonna leave it here for the RonDi Tutorial app. Let's move on to the third app of today. The third app that caught my attention this week is called Transcribe Audio. All right, the promise of this one is to transcribe your audio for captions or subtitles. It will generate captions based on a piece of audio that you upload to Canva. All right, so Transcribe Audio, let's find it. Transcribe Audio, there you go. This is what it looks like, a little speaker and the caption logo right there. So it's a very simple, I would say, user experience right here. You can upload your audio file. Make sure your file is in MP3, WAV, M4A, or OGG format. It shouldn't be a song and it should be less than 25 megabytes in size. All right, so very cool. What I did here is that I recorded a little sample of my voice, okay, which I'm going to show you in a second. It's simply me reading the beginning of a lecture, the first lecture of the DALL-E master course that I had been working on for the last 4 months. So yeah, I just took my Word document, started reading it, recorded my voice, and got this little sample. So I'm going to choose that as my, okay, it's on my desktop and it's the test audio if I'm not wrong. Okay, so I'm importing this. I'm going to move to a blank page and transcribe the audio. Okay, I believe this little test audio was not very long. It was just like a few paragraphs. So there you go. I'm going to play the sample first, and then you will see if the translation was actually accurate. So hello everyone, and welcome to this brand new course about DALL-E. I am really excited and also super pumped to start this amazing journey with you guys. We're going to have a ton of fun in this course. You'll get plenty of room to unleash your... All right, I'm gonna stop here. And what I saw is that this transcription was really good. The only error I could spot is that it misspelled the word DALL-E, which is okay because it's a brand or it's a brand name. So it's actually not that easy to write correctly. The rest is absolutely spotless. So yeah, I'm very happy about this. Now, why should you use such an app? What can you do once you have your transcript of a piece of audio? Well, different things. Like you could probably use that to get the text first, and then you could create a blog post and you have your text already. You could create subtitles, captions for your YouTube video or your Udemy course, upload everything, and it will auto sync everything at the right pace for your captions to be generated. Or in Canva, you could also translate this. So if you click on that piece of text, use the 3 little dots of the contextual menu. If you go all the way down, you could translate your text. So I'm going to try that. So translate to, okay, I'm going to translate this into Spanish. Okay, so Spanish, translate pages, select text from the current page. Yes, I want this text. I'm going to click on translate, and Canva will create a separate page. You see this one? right here, page number 15, it says Spanish. So this is the translation of that piece of text. Hola a todos, bienvenidos a este nuevo curso sobre DALL-E. Estoy muy emocionado y también muy emocionado de comenzar este increíble viaje con ustedes. So here I can see it used the same word twice. Estoy muy emocionado and also muy emocionado. So that's not a great way to translate this first sentence, but I mean, apart from small mistakes like that, this entire paragraph or a couple of paragraphs were correctly translated. So you could always run this, or you could always ask it to change this one using the AI kind of like text generator of Canva to change that slightly. So you could do that, but now I have this paragraph translated into Spanish. So I could also create Spanish caption for my English video, which is very interesting. And you could reproduce this in many different languages, therefore really speeding up your workflow for your video creation. Now, that is in a nutshell what Transcribe Audio does. I really like this app. And yesterday I pushed it. I pushed it a bit more. So I thought, okay, if I can record a sample of my lecture and upload that, can I do that with an entire YouTube video that is already on my channel? Can I just download it, get the audio, upload it here, and will that work? So I tried. Let me show you. I'm gonna create another page right here. So I'm gonna add a page in my doc right here. I'm gonna come back to Transcribe Audio. I'm gonna choose another file. So this file right here from yesterday, it's the audio extracted from our latest video. Our DALL-E master course is now live. This is the latest video we published on YouTube at this date. So if I upload this entire transcript, it's the YouTube video, and I separated the audio from the video and I just kept the audio. So it has the little music at the beginning, the sound effects, and my voice on top of it. All right. So let's see if that works. Transcribe Audio, and no. So the problem with the app is that if you are using any sound effects, piece of music, not even a song, like I'm talking about a few seconds of music or a simple swoosh sound effect or a simple transition sound effect, this audio track is going to be recognized as a song and therefore will not be translated. So that is the only shortcoming of this app. So because of that, I'm gonna give the Transcribe Audio app only a 3.5 out of 5. This is great for taking notes and transcribing your notes. The transcription is actually very accurate. It transcribes very accurately what you say, but it doesn't work for what I need it for. I need it for transcribing my video lectures for my courses, and I need it for transcribing my YouTube videos. And none of these work because they have sound effects in them or little pieces of music. So if they can fix that, this would be a 5 out of 5 because this really does a great job at transcribing. All right, guys, I have 2 more apps to review today. Now we are kind of starting to move into the not so good territory. All right, so this one is called AI Interior Styler. Okay, the promise of this one is to transform your interiors instantly. The instantly is going to have some importance. So restyle a furnished interior or virtually stage empty rooms with the help of AI. So let's first find it, AI Interior Styler. Okay, AI Interior Styler. This is what it looks like. So you click on it and then you have this simple interface. Okay, upload an image. So for best result, use images up to 1536 pixel by 1024 to avoid cropping. Maximum file size 3 megabytes. So 3 megabytes, it's not very big, all right, but it's okay. This app works with credits as well. So I have 22 credits remaining. When you first try the app, you'll have 25. I tried it yesterday and it cost me 3 credits. So you can create or you can see your renders, which I'm gonna come back later. So you first need to upload an image, okay? So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to upload an image of an apartment. Let me show you. This is the image of a kitchen of an apartment, which happens to be an apartment we are interested in maybe purchasing in the future. So this is the kitchen, and I would like to get some ideas of how to style this kitchen a little bit better. See the space? So I'm going to upload this image directly there. Okay, so I selected open. You can see the image here. I'm going to continue, and this is where you get a couple of options. So you can restyle. Okay, so ideal for furnished spaces and rooms, so already furnished. You can stage. This will use 9 credits. Okay, ideal for empty spaces and rooms, and you can stage and restyle. Okay, so this uses 12 credits. So just the restyle is a 3 credits. Okay, so what I'm going to do to add a page right here, I'm gonna get rid of the background. I'm happy restyling this kitchen. Okay, step number 3 is to specify what kind of space are we talking about. Are we talking about an attic, a basement, a bathroom, a bedroom, whatever? This is a kitchen, so I'm going to type in kitchen. Okay, I think this is important for the AI to understand, to get some context. So I'm going to continue. Stage 4 or step 4 is to choose a style. What style do you want to create? Okay, so you have almost like all the most famous interior design style, Japanese design, medieval, minimalistic, modern, maybe modern, or let's go for rustic. Okay, rustic interior style. Continue. Okay, so the last step, step number 5, is kind of like a recap of everything you're asking the AI. So you want this photo to be restyled. It's a kitchen. You want the rustic style. Okay, create my render. So this is going to take some time. We've started to generate your render. It is now 11:34 a.m. I'm going to pause the video and come back whenever this is ready, because if it's like yesterday, it's going to take some time. All right, what I can do in the meantime is to show you the result I got yesterday, and then we'll be waiting for this new render to kick in. So this was the original photo, and yesterday I was rendered this one, and I believe this was the style Bohemian. Yes, you see Bohemian yesterday at 7:56 p.m. So this is what it did to our kitchen. So original again, and then this. So the perspective of the room is the same. I like what they did with the floor. I like this styling. I like that they kept the wall, they kept the shelf right here on the wall. But then there are a few, I would say, aberration. There's a few basic mistakes. And the most important one is that they added 2 massive windows on this wall right here, which didn't exist in my original photo. So if you are purchasing a place and you are restyling your kitchen, you probably are not going to open up 2 massive windows in it. You're going to work with whatever window you already have. This kitchen had a window right here, and this one, I'm not sure if this is a window right there in the back, but these 2 definitely didn't exist. So that's a main, like that's a big aberration. That's something that is not right. Something else that is not right is, look at how small this table is. Like there are 3 chairs and a stool, and this tiny little table that is supposed to replace this table. So basically the fruit bowl is becoming the table. I don't know. This is not great. In terms of furniture, plants, texture, yes, I see where it went with the Bohemian style, but in terms of like delivering on the promise of, okay, we are going to restyle a space or a room that you provide to give you an idea of how you could do it. So basically, people in our case who are trying to think about how to restyle an apartment, this doesn't really help. Also, this counter here, the kitchen space is very low. Like this piece of furniture is not a kitchen island like we had on the first one. So yeah, there's a bunch of aberration, I would say, which pretty much makes this render useless for me. And also, I have these watermark on it, which I'm not sure where they come from. Probably the AI it was trained on, like the data images this AI was trained on. So this is not great. I'm not completely happy about this. Now let's wait for the render. It's now 11:38, so 4 minutes have gone by and I still don't have my render. All right, guys, the render is finally created. It took about 8 minutes. The app actually gives you the estimate. So I'm gonna bring it to my design by clicking on it, like that, and I'm going to stretch this, make this bigger. So again, this is the rustic style. Same kind of problems. To be honest, the table kind of disappeared. The big windows have been created where they don't belong. The rest is fine. Yeah, this time the kitchen island is actually nicer. So I would say the job is slightly better on this photo. But again, like massive problem. I cannot use that because there's just no windows there on my original photo. So again, I kind of like the idea of the app, but unfortunately, this is not going to help me make some informed decisions because it just adds windows and stuff where they don't belong, all right? So because of this, I'm giving AI Interior Styler a 2 out of 5 star. I think there's great potential here, and I'm looking forward to see this technology evolve over time. I think this is also because of the AI models that are being used. The more powerful they get, the more accurate they get, the less they will hallucinate like this and add stuff where they don't belong. So yeah, I believe it's just a question of time. Now, another problem with this app, and therefore the 2 stars, is that it's very slow. On average, it's like 8-10 minutes to create a render. And also it's a credit-based kind of app, and each render cost me 3 credits. And so if they give you 25 credits to start with and to play with, you will only get to use the app 8 times for creating 8 renders. So if you want to kind of visualize a specific room in different interior design styles, you don't have much room to play around with the credit system. So 2 out of 5. Let's move to the last app of today. And the last app we're going to review today is called Product Studio. This one is promising us to imagine new backgrounds for our product photos. Okay, so take your product photos to the next level with Product Studio. Okay, simply upload your product image and our AI assistant will craft striking advertisement by pairing items with premium backgrounds. Okay, so let's find it first. Product Studio. Okay, this is the item, like a bottle of perfume. All right, so this is where we are. So you need to upload an image of your product and then describe the background to combine and generate product photography. All right, so let's start with a product. Okay, if you don't have a product, like me, didn't have a product, what I did was simply from the Canva homepage, I went to my templates right here, and then in templates, you can find the photo item. So if you click there, you will land on the photo library. And I believe I searched for a can of lemonade. Can of lemonade. Yep, that's what I searched for. And I had this one right here. I decided to go, yeah, for the tomato can right here. So I didn't even bother downloading this image. I just simply screenshot it. Okay, so I grab a screenshot from this image. You can grab the little crown as well, no big deal. And then I came back to Canva and I simply chose the file. I chose this screenshot I took from my can right there. All right, so this is the can right there. I'm gonna upload that into Canva. So I can see screenshot, it's right here. Now, in terms of the background, okay, I have a can of tomato paste. What kind of background could I create? Let's not be very creative and come back to a keyword we used before. I want to see this in a rustic kitchen, okay? I'm gonna create a simple prompt, a rustic kitchen. Okay, generate. So it's gonna generate my product. What I like about the app is the promise. I think it's great. Like if this comes through, if the background is actually nice and looks realistic with the integration of my product. So I suppose they are going to detour the product and then create the rustic kitchen with AI and then blend all of this seamlessly so it looks like a real ad. All right, so that's what I expect and that's what I get. All right, so where is my rustic kitchen? This is not a rustic kitchen. This is just a couple of wooden planks that could be anywhere. I don't see the kitchen here. All right, let's give this another shot. Let's try something different. A white furry blanket, right? A white furry blanket. Okay, probably the opposite of what you should do if you have a can of tomato paste. Not put it on a white furry blanket, but I want to give kind of like a second, maybe last chance to this AI to blow my mind, like they promise in their description, in their app description. So I like that it's not too slow. All right, so don't need to speed up the video here. Okay, error generating the image. Please try again. Well, you know what? I'm not gonna try again because yeah, this happened to me yesterday when I was testing the app as well. I'm going to show you the different result I got yesterday. So I also screenshotted like a can of tuna and I asked it to put it in front of a wooden cutting board with cutlery on it. And this is what I got. Like a pretty badly isolated can of tuna with some aberration here in the back and grapes, which seems like plastic grape instead of my cutlery. And then I took my tomato can and tried the rustic kitchen thing and this is what it did. Like it put like a massive can pen on a table. What seems to be a kitchen, I don't think it's a particularly nice looking kitchen. So unfortunately, I'm gonna give Product Studio a 1 star out of 5. I think the idea is good, the execution is not good. Okay, the products are not properly isolated or detoured. The app is still quite slow. I mean, it's okay, but it's not like instantly. It often doesn't work, and you can only upload one product at a time. And basically the background it generates are of very low quality. So yeah, 1 star, and I'm being generous by giving 1 star to this app. All right, guys, I'm gonna leave it here for today. This was episode 6 of Hot New Canva Apps. I'm gonna leave you with the rest of the series so you can go and discover the other Canva apps.